Yo! Is that how you do it? Yo! Welcome to the Johnson Podcast. Not John and Son Podcast. Johnson. Yeah, welcome to the Johnson Podcast.
You gotta introduce yourself.
Big Johnson.
No.
Little Johnson.
No,
okay. Yeah, Big Johnson and
We'll
Dub J.
Yeah, we'll go with something. So, we back. We better. Episode 4, season 2. We got, not that much going down. Today is, what's today? October 28th. Happy Friday, everybody. Get right into it. NFL Week 8 coming up this weekend. Week 7 just passed. We got the NBA to talk about, of course. NBA is in the second week, just about 5 games in. So you get a little bit of a glimpse about what your team is looking like so far. 5 games in. You still got, you can go 25-game mark before you can say, oh, our team looks like this. But anyway.
No, some teams, you don't need the 25-game mark.
So, anyway, we're not going to waste y'all time. We're going to get right into it. He said he wanted to start me off with a question. So
that's after your recap.
What recap? Oh, from week 7. Okay, so week 7 recap, NFL. What was the game of the week? Or what was, your favorite game from week 7? Did you guys win? Did the Niners win?
So, my favorite game, you're asking too many questions. Some I'm not going to answer. So, the game of the week was...
I forgot about that. I'm so sorry.
What? What was the game of the week last week for you?
Oh, the game of the week last week was probably the Ravens-Browns. Oh, no. Maybe the Giants-Jaguars was a good game, too. Because, NFL Red Zone, I was watching on Sunday. So, it was some good Packers and Commanders were a good game. The Giants and Jaguars, good game. Browns-Ravens, good game. All of those in one possession or less.
And about the Saints and the Cardinals. You didn't see that one on Amazon?
Saints and the Cardinals.
It was a good one.
The very first one?
I'm sorry.
Oh, the very first week.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I honestly don't remember.
Andy Dalton threw 2 pick sixes. And,
honestly, I don't think I watched that game.
Yeah, I think he threw 2. I know he threw 1 for sure. But, it's a good game on Amazon Prime, baby.
Amazon Prime, yeah. But nobody, only 30% of the country could watch the game on Thursdays.
They had a good game last night, too.
Yeah, but still, it's you need access, right?
No, it's a bunch of online sites to go to.
Yeah, right. So, so that was the game of the week for you, the Cardinals and Saints. 42-34 Cardinals. Let's say the other good games were the Commanders, 23-21 Commanders. 23-17 Giants over Jaguars. Ravens, 23-20 over the Browns. I think those were all good games. Your team got smoked before you say the Packers suck.
The Packers stink, yes. We got smoked. Defense. See, people don't realize how much Armstead, our defensive tackle, means.
Eric Armstead?
Yeah, he's one of our best. He's right behind Bosa as the defensive lineman. Yeah, it hurt, and Mosley's out. It doesn't matter. Jimmy Ward playing with
a cast or something, a hand cast.
So, it's whatever. The Chiefs, it doesn't matter. I don't care about the Chiefs winning like that because we wouldn't have to see them until Super Bowl anyway. I don't care. They always beat us. What else is new? Okay. We got the Rams this week. Debo is out, hamstring.
I played Tom Brady last night over Matt Stafford.
Oh, no, Stafford doesn't do well against us.
I knew that already. But, y'all, it seemed like half your defense isn't even playing, so I should have took the chance.
Yeah, should have, but too late now. I went with Brady. You're lucky he threw a touchdown pass. I told you he looks old. Maybe it's not he looks old.
I told you what it was.
It's his issues.
If you got personal issues.
Issue solved.
Yeah, look. We're not. Yeah, but that don't mean he just go all of a sudden improve. This might either he got one more year in him, where he's like, all right, redemption year for real because I just got divorced, or he's done. You think he's done? I don't think he's done if they still have a winning season, and I still think they will.
I watched the game last night. He missed. He made some nice throws, but
they be dropping passes.
He had a lot that were underthrown. He's thrown to the
underthrown. But like I said, his divorce just got finalized. He's been going through it for the last 2 months. So that's what this whole season since week 1. Remember, he took off that vacation.
What's your divorce got to do with football?
It's a lot to do with football. You don't bring your work life into your personal life.
Exactly. So
you don't bring your personal life into your work life for a reason.
So, exactly why he should be playing well.
Okay. I get what you're saying, but nah, it's different.
It's
a little different.
I guess. I mean,
it's a little different.
Yeah, you guys make excuses for him. That's fine.
It's not an excuse. It's reality.
Okay. Yeah, reality.
Anyway.
He should be happy now.
All right.
He should be out on the field, but he up at teammates' faces mad. He should be high-fiving people.
He was in the locker room just sitting there for like 30 minutes just looking at his locker. Just going through it. Anyway, so, Bucks are 3-5. Tom Brady got divorced finalized this morning. ESPN is like almost published it. It feels like it's like the third article you could click on ESPN right now. Second article.
Speaking of stuff I don't care about. Like, I don't care if he got divorced or not. That's
but that's what I'm saying. So it's like, why does it really have to be an ESPN article? I don't really think so. So
who cares?
It's just because it's Tom Brady. But
now she can get with Ronaldo.
So you got anything else on football? Anything else that got you last week? It was a lot of injuries last week. Yeah. Chargers. J.C. Jackson got hurt. DK Metcalf got hurt. I think Mark Andrews got hurt.
Breece Hall
tore his ACL.
Yeah.
Man, so they're advocating. So players are starting to advocate for real grass on put NFL games to be on grass. Do you agree?
Yes.
After all these injuries, especially last year. Remember what happened against the Jets when y'all went last year? When y'all got injured, like 4 players tore their ACLs in the same game.
Oh, yeah. I remember. But no, I guess the reason more for they want grass for the injuries, but a lot of teams don't want. I mean, they want to keep their artificial turf in because it's the weather. It's always raining. It's always cold. It's always snowing. It's like so like Atlanta, like that's what they're known for. Is that I know? Dome? No, yeah, but they are the dome. Correct. So, but I get it. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, certain areas, I think, like Seattle, maybe, because it's always raining in Seattle. So that's something where it's like if you want grass out there, then I mean it's always raining, so that's different. You might need artificial unless you want to have a roof where you can open and close. I think in all NFL teams should be able to do that. I don't know why they don't have stadiums that can just open and close with a roof.
A lot of stadiums are old.
They need to rebuild. Well, if the team sucks, then I guess it probably wouldn't matter.
So Lazard is out for the Packers. Zeke is out, doubtful. Jamar Chase is out for 4 to 6 weeks.
He want to get hurt the week after I got to play him. I was just like, you. This is ridiculous.
So, yeah.
Well, what's the game of the week you got coming up for week 8?
Niners and Rams.
No other good games?
No. The Niners can't afford to lose to the Rams. So, I know we were bad last year. And then we went on a winning streak or whatever, but that's not going to happen the same way this year. You're going to have to start winning games early. So,
you don't think the Patriots and the Jets are a good game?
I think Miami and Detroit's a good game.
Miami and Detroit?
Yes, I think that's a good game. 2 offenses. It's going to be a bunch of scoring.
I feel like the Giants and the Seahawks are going to be a better game.
I like the Raiders and the Saints.
Packers and Bills?
No.
You think Bills going to smoke the Packers?
Yes. Packers can't score.
Jets and Patriots?
No. I just said Raiders and Saints. That's it for me. I'm not watching.
Bears and Cowboys?
Not watching a bunch of football. I only got 3 games I'm going to look at.
Why? What's wrong with football right now? It's not like your team hasn't won a game.
No, that's not why. It's just I don't like the games this week. I'm not going to force myself to watch games that now you got Red Zone, so you can tune in and be like, so it's different. But I'm not going to sit and watch a whole game.
I hear you. So week 9, I'm thinking, so the Titans and the Chiefs for Sunday night on the 6th. And then the Ravens and the Saints might be a decent game. Rams and Buccaneers might be a decent game as well.
Cardinals and Seattle.
Seattle gonna be a good game too. I was just looking at that.
So,
Bills and Jets might be a decent game. You know, the Bills only lost to the Jets this year. Remember, he was out to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Dolphins, huh?
Dolphins beat all the good teams.
Remember Dolphins? Because I remember that video where the coach was like slamming his headset. Like, no, off the court. You never. Wait, what were you? Well, that's it. That's all you got for the NFL. To your favorite NBA, the NBA. We are back. Golden State. We are currently 2-3, coming off of we got blown out the other night by Phoenix with Clay getting ejected for the first time in his career. It happens, you know, two light skins, him and Devin Booker going at it, you know.
Devin Booker go at all the light skins. He feel like he's the
best light skin?
Yeah, that's why he goes at them. Clay,
No, he think he's the best
Ben
shooting guard.
Simmons, all of them.
He thinks he's the best
He go at
shooting
all
guard.
of them. But speaking of Ben Simmons, dude.
No, don't try to act like you didn't send me a trade for him yesterday.
But no, that's different because I was sending a player that I didn't want. But he
You didn't want Ben Mathurin? Look. The only reason why
6'10", airballing, like that dude. I don't know.
You would have picked him in fantasy.
Yeah, with my last pick.
I picked him my sixth, I think, something like that.
Yeah, he's something wrong with that cat, man. I don't know. It's in his head. I see him over there taking jumpers and stuff like in practice. I mean, when they're practicing and shoot around, but then during the game, he just decides like I don't want to shoot, dude. And he's not playing lockdown defense. What is he doing? Anyway, Russ coming off the bench.
Book it.
Book it, baby. But
Book it.
it don't even matter since the team sucks.
0-5.
They stink, dude.
The Los Angeles Lakers. It's hilarious to see. It really is.
They stink. Like why are they shooting so many threes? You can't shoot, dude. They still haven't realized they can't shoot, huh? You can't shoot. Stop shooting threes, man. Terrible, man. They stink. Russ got to go. Like, who is running this team? Who's running this franchise? Because everybody needs to be fired. Rob Pelinka brings back basically the same team except younger. He brings young players who can't shoot. Nobody on the damn team can shoot. They bring Lonnie Walker. He couldn't shoot over in San Antonio. All of a sudden, he go come just busting threes, huh? And he want to take like 6 and 8, 9, 10 threes. Dude, stop shooting. Tired of it. This team, they stink, dude. The way the construction of the team sucks. They stink.
Yeah, I got LeBron in prison.
So LeBron, I want to trade everybody. I want to trade the whole team and just get picks and start from scratch. Fire Pelinka. Go over and go beg Jerry West to come back. Fire Pelinka. Pelinka, you put the same team together, just younger. More non-shooters. Like, nobody wants to trade with us.
You see LeBron threw him under the bus again.
I don't care. LeBron, look, he's the culprit, the 3-point machine. He shoot just as 9, 10 threes a game, making 2. That dude. Russ needs to go. Just trade Russ because just him being there makes the team like he's just bad luck. He's just bad luck.
Stop scapegoating Russ.
It's not a scapegoat. I just want him off the team. I hate seeing his face. I hate seeing his face on the bench. Here you go. Dude, smile. Do something. Get hot. Like, dude.
He never smiled.
Yeah, whatever. He's been
scapegoating Russ.
Get him out of there. Pelinka.
Scapegoating Russ.
And then they give Pelinka an extension. Really? You don't get this dude an extension?
What?
People get extensions when their teams do well.
Like the Warriors.
Get his dude an extension. He's got to go to Pelinka, Jeannie Buss, everybody, Jim Buss, dude, Kurt Rambis, all Rambises, go, everybody. This team stinks. They stink. I don't see. I looked on the schedule. I don't see them winning the game.
For how long?
Until like November 18th or something like that. I forgot who they have. They can't beat Utah. So that was Utah can shoot the ball. We can't shoot. No. The thing is, they can actually win games if they decided to stop shooting so many threes.
AD questionable tonight.
Yeah, he's questionable every night. So, like, if they stop shooting threes, they actually have a chance to win games. They should have won the Portland game. And then Russ comes down doing a 2-for-1.
I meant to call you about that. Yeah, you didn't answer.
Dude, a 2-for... That's why I didn't answer.
You didn't answer because
of that reason, yes. Dude come and do a 2-for-1 at the end of the game. I've never seen that before.
And y'all up one?
I've never seen it before.
Nah, that's why I was like, why would it? So when I was watching the game, luckily I was watching it, and I just was like, why would he shoot it? I thought 2-for-1, like you said, but then I was like, you could have just gave it to Bron, let him get to the rim. He would have got fouled 2 free throws at least with what? Let's say 8 seconds left.
I've never seen that before.
You saw what? Did you see LeBron's reaction?
I saw him and AD
like turn around like
dude. He's trying to sabotage anyway. That's all he wants to do: sabotage the team. Russ, you say what you want to. Nobody blaming anything on him. They losing because they can't shoot, but he's the worst shooter on the team. You see his 3-point percentage?
No,
8%.
It's probably 1 for 8. Or I'm sorry, 2 for 16 maybe. But
no. He's only made 1 3-pointer this
season. 1 for 8.
1 or 2.
1 for 12.
For 30 something.
I think it's like 1 for 12.
No, man. No, he's not 1 for 12, dude. He sucks. Okay. So the only player I want to trade everybody and keep Austin Reeves. Take the white guy. Yeah, that's the only one I want to keep. Everybody else can go. Trade. Can't even trade Lonnie Walker because you just signed him to a contract, so you got to wait
until the 15th of December.
So
at least. That's when signing restrictions are supposed to
actually Toscano and Austin Reeves. Everybody else can go.
Jones? He hasn't played.
That's the reason. Go.
See ya.
Yeah, that's the reason he haven't played. Thomas Bryant.
What? Your boy.
That's our best shooter.
Your boy.
I like
boy,
him.
Thomas.
But he's out for 3. Well, he was out for 3 weeks to start the season. So
Kendrick. Your boy Nut Butter?
He's been okay, but
he had an off night the other night.
It happens. I mean, I like him because I just like his game.
He's a solid player. He just, when you miss a whole year, it's gonna take more than 5 games to get in the group.
These dudes stink.
So Kendrick none.
I want to trade for picks, dude.
So now you want picks
and get in the Wemby sweepstakes.
I thought you said you would trade Russ and a pick.
I want to trade him just to get him away from the team. He's bad luck.
So if you got to attach that first rounder, you gonna do it?
2.
You gonna do both?
Yep.
You just say you want to pick, so make a choice.
I'm gonna trade those picks. Forget it. 2026, 28. I don't care about that. I want picks back now. So we're gonna trade Russ, give away those 2. Trade LeBron, get 2 picks. Trade AD, get 3 picks. Trade Lonnie Walker December and get a second rounder. Just trade, and then tell Pelinka lock the door. Tell him, hey, you gotta go, dude. Like we just gave you an extension here. We're gonna just pay you. See, the Lakers, they too cheap to fire somebody because they don't want to play. They don't want to pay them the money that's gonna be owed to them.
Oh, the buyouts.
They don't want. They're too cheap. They're a cheap team now. A family-owned restaurant. They're cheap. Not, I don't want to call family-owned restaurant cheap. They just want to save on the price of things. That's the Lakers. That's them. They just trade everybody, man. It's that time.
It's only 5 games in.
Trade everybody, dude. I can.
Are you watching the Timberwolves game tonight?
I don't have a choice.
What do you mean? It's gonna be on in the break room?
No. I just don't have a choice because it's almost like you want to see how bad they are. Like, you want to see how bad this is.
So you can come back and rant next
you just want to see how bad it is. Like, how many games in a row are they going to lose? And how are they going to lose it? Like, it's almost like a comedy special now.
I told you that last year. I said that last year. That's exactly what I said. I said, watching the Lakers in the fourth quarter is always hilarious to me.
Like, they find ways to lose. They're like the Raiders of the NBA. Like, they find new ways to lose, dude. Like, when Russ came down and took the jump shot, I was at work.
Like,
I was at work, and we were in the break room. I actually was off watching the end of the game. He comes down. He takes the jumper.
Hey,
I just walked out. People in the break room cussing and everything. You know, they called him a bunch of They called him all kind of names. But I just walked out. I said, I'm done. I'm not going to I don't even want to see the end. And then I went outside and watched it on my phone and finished it off. Might as well finish the misery off. Yeah, just trade everybody, dude. Look. Like I said, you watch them just to see how many games in a row. Because I told you, I don't think they're gonna win. I saw a game. I was like, hey, I see a game that we might be able to.
Y'all got Denver.
It was all the way to
Minnesota.
It was November.
Denver.
Oh, there it is, November 11th.
Minnesota, Denver, the Pelicans,
November
the
11th.
Jazz, the Cavs, the Jazz again, the Clippers,
November
and the
11th.
Kings.
November 11th, baby.
Beating the Clippers. I mean, you beating the Kings on November 11th.
Beat the Kings.
Book it.
Book it. Beating the Clippers. Book it. Kawhi never played. Trash can never play.
You see my trade?
Yep.
That was a good trade.
Yeah, for you.
How so? What do you mean? I thought it was a good trade. That's who he wanted. He told me he wanted him. Or I saw he was interested in him, so I offered him a trade.
But I guarantee you this. When the Clippers play the Lakers,
Kawhi
will play. Paul George will play.
The whole team will play.
Everybody will be back. Everybody, guarantee. That, and then he'll go out the next game. That's how he does. He only plays against the Lakers and he goes out.
It's all right. It's still early.
Yeah, it's still early. Man. It's early. It's only early. It's still early for the teams who have at least one win.
Well, I mean, I don't think you're gonna go like 0-10 or something. You'll win. I think you'll beat. I think you'll beat Utah.
We play them twice. You got to beat them once.
Yeah, you'll beat Utah on the 4th next month.
People got to go all the way to another month to say when we go win the game. That's just right there is enough. Pathetic.
Well, actually, no, I didn't see all of these. I was joking. Oh, this is October. Oh no.
This franchise, man.
See, my phone is very loud.
You know the problem? The problem is you should have traded Russ early. You trade him early, you bring in a fresh team. You know, if Buddy Hield, Miles Turner, whatever, he wouldn't have turned his ankle because he would have been on the Lakers. Then Buddy Hield be your best shooter automatically. You should have just made the trade. That's what starts. That's how everything. That's a bad start right there. You don't make the trade, now we done. In 5 games, they're done. This guy, oh boy, I mean, I got
LeBron in jail.
I mean, I know LeBron put himself in jail. That's what happened. LeBron put himself in jail. He wanted Russ. Yeah, bring me over Russ. Why? He the one that wanted Russ. Nobody else wanted Russ. Laker fans didn't want Russ. Man, come on, man. Nobody wants Russ. Laker fans didn't want Russ for $50 million. I didn't. And I know several other fans didn't. What we want Russ for? Let's get some other players. We need people who can shoot. That's what they always told me. We need people who can shoot. And then you go get Russ. Anybody in, if your name Russell, and you just can't, you stink right now.
Or Russell with the last name initial of the W. Russell Wilson, Russell Westbrook.
At least Russell. Well, yeah.
Russell Wilson won some games though.
He didn't win anything. They happened to just win. They slid into some wins.
Well, hopefully you guys
I'm not.
You done?
I've been done.
No, you haven't.
That dude, it's over. Move to something else. I don't want to talk about the Lakers no more. You want to sit and have 45-minute segments on the Lakers? I'm done talking about them. Next time we come do a podcast, I'm not talking about the Lakers. If they don't have a win, I'm not going to discuss them. I'm done with them.
All right. So,
your boy
ran there for 13 minutes.
Yeah, your boy, Clay crying because Charles Barkley said he weak.
Well, Charles ain't won no rings, so
Damian Lillard out.
Irrelevant.
No, Charles is not irrelevant. He was a great player.
He was a great player, but he didn't win nothing.
Luka looks like a monster, man. That guy.
Now you didn't pick him in fantasy?
No, because I should have just took Giannis.
You picked second, huh? You did. You finally got a pick you wanted, and you didn't capitalize on it. I mean, hey, I didn't pick Steph.
So. It's fine. Luka be hurt soon.
That's why I didn't want to be.
He always gets hurt.
I feel like Giannis going.
And and then you put an extra loss on us. You know what I'm saying? We're 0-4, guy. Don't be saying 0-5.
You didn't even know.
I did know.
You didn't say it until 15 minutes after.
Because I just thought about it when I just thought about you said. No, it's right here, but I didn't even look at that. I was looking to see who we played and the line on the game. Dude tried to tell me 0-4. Because I remember I remember them saying it last night. LeBron first time 0-4 since his rookie season.
Gotcha.
Anyway.
Well, I mean, I don't. Besides,
1-4.
NBA.
1-4.
Beat Minnesota tonight.
No books, boy. No book in that, buddy. And Anthony Edwards seemed to go crazy against us.
Man, he loved playing the Lakers too. So, and y'all going to their house. Minnesota love playing the Lakers. So
your boy Dame out.
It's okay. I got a trade coming in.
He always hurt.
It's all right. I mean, I knew he was gonna get hurt. I can't afford injuries right now, man. I got this trade I'm about to get tonight is with Chris Middleton. I already got to use him for my IR until he gets back.
So, well,
what's the question?
The Lakers stink, dude.
What was the question?
That's the question. All right, so I'll hit you with the question before we out. So I wanted to know because there is an age difference. So I wanted to know. Your best. Now I'm not gonna ask all positions of football. It's just the one we're not doing offensive line. You're the best player you've ever seen play at the premium positions and on the defensive premium. So
offense and defense, or just
so
defense?
I'm gonna give you the position. You tell me the player. I may give you mine too, maybe. Best quarterback you ever seen?
Michael Vick.
I didn't say running back. That was a good one from me. Mike, we used to run a lot. But okay, so what he's the best. He's the best you ever seen because he was exciting, or because he was just the best.
I just like his arm strength compared to what his running was.
Okay.
I've never seen a better combination than that.
I can see that. He was special.
So I mean, yeah, between trying to stop him on the run and then also he could throw really far.
Before they locked him up for the dog fighting.
Even when he came back on the Eagles for 2 years.
Yeah, he was good. He wasn't as
good as he was on the Falcons, but he was still good.
You know that.
I would have said.
You know that same year that they put him in jail. It was a guy who shot a lady in the face. I mean, who shot a lady in the leg? I should say. I'm sorry, shot a lady in the leg for something stupid like a minor argument for a parking spot. He only got 3 months. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, Michael Vick. Mine was probably the best that I've ever seen. I've had a lot.
Montana.
No, I'm not gonna go Joe. Joe was great, but probably Dan Marino.
That's what it was. Some M. It was M. That's a different era.
Dan Marino was.
Well, that's like 19.
The thrower of the ball. He was like the Aaron Rodgers before the Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Running back.
Adrian Peterson or LaDainian Tomlinson.
Okay. Mine was Barry Sanders. He was the greatest running back I've ever seen. Easy.
Randy Moss.
Receiver Randy Moss with Jerry Rice for me. Jerry was great. Tight end.
Rob. Grunt. I would say you can argue Tony Gonzalez, but I don't think I was like that was barely. What did he retire with? 08?
Tony was good. Yeah.
You gonna say Shannon?
No, actually, Sterling was better than Shannon. His brother was better than him to me, but his brother didn't play as long and got hurt. Probably Gronk.
Yes.
So, the premium. I said we hit the premium. Now, defensive lineman. It's a tough one to try to bring out for you, buddy. Got one?
Oh, you mean
The defensive end. I'm sorry, defensive end. Defensive tackle is
Aaron Donald. That's obvious.
For you.
J.J. Watt. He won Defensive Player of the Year like 4 years straight.
J.J. was good. Until he
started getting hurt. Well, he was hurt every year. But he was still good.
Yeah, he was good until he got off the steroids. Nah, I don't know if the man was on steroids, but Reggie White played for the Packers, but because the difference back then, the defensive end was also like a linebacker position. Mm-hmm. Lawrence Taylor, he's the greatest, one of the greatest defenders I've ever seen.
Okay,
and that's cornerback.
I was trying to think about it. It was really hard. It was like between three. It was between Charles Woodson, Darrelle Revis, and it was one more who I couldn't think of either.
Mine is easy. I got an easy answer. You have to pick one. You just
Charles Woodson.
Okay. Deion. Deion was
Deion Sanders.
Oh, he's the best. He's the best corner. He was like one of the best players I've ever seen. So, like, best kick returners, best like punt returner.
Everything combined.
Yeah, best DB, best cover corner, worst tackler, but best everything else. Fastest. So yeah, Deion was great. Barry Sanders and Deion and the both Sanders, Barry Sanders, Deion Sanders were the greatest players I've ever seen, and Lawrence Taylor on the defensive end. Those were the three greatest players I've ever seen, ever. Like
Well, Barry Sanders was unstoppable in NFL Street. I'll tell you that.
He had no offensive line. They couldn't block to save their lives. And he was a magician back there. I don't know how he would do it, but he would somehow, some way get away. I'd love to see him playing against Tampa Bay when it was Derrick Brooks, like they had that defense.
Yeah. So he used to make them.
Oh man, he would clown. That was. But
that sounds funny though.
Okay, safety. Safety.
Ed Reed or Troy Polamalu. Right. It was either Troy. It's Ed Reed, Brian Dawkins as well.
Okay, I'm not going Ronnie Lott because he couldn't cover. He was an enforcer, good hitter.
Cam?
Probably Ed Reed.
Yeah, I was saying Ed Reed
because he did everything.
What about his McAllister? Who was he a corner on the Ravens back then?
He was a corner, yeah.
Okay.
Or the other one I was gonna go with was what's the boy's name? Charles Woodson when he moved to safety, he was awesome. And Rod Woodson, he played for the Steelers. Like they moved from corner to safety, and when they moved to safety, Charles Woodson,
Who's your linebacker? Because I had two. It's only two I could think of.
Linebacker.
It's so hard. It's two linebackers who I'm thinking of, but it's really difficult for me.
So when we say linebacker again,
I'm thinking
linebacker. Back then it was
Lewis.
Like I said, linebackers were defensive ends and stuff back.
Okay, I'm talking about official linebacker.
Official. I'm biased, a Patrick Willis guy because I loved him. Yeah, but
he was. Yeah.
He had a short career, so that's tough.
It's another one who besides
you thinking? I know who you thinking. The boy from the Panthers.
Yes, sir. Luke Kuechly.
Short career too.
He had a short career too, and I wish he played more. But he was a monster. That's the argument. Like if Ray Lewis is the best, I feel like he's the second.
Yeah, I would probably go with Ray. Ray.
Yeah, you used to be scared to go through the middle when Ray Lewis was right there. You didn't even want to go 5 yard route.
They said he's a killer. That was, I know. Come on, man. That's what they said.
Yeah, but stop.
No, I'm not talking about like. You see what you're thinking? I'm talking about. You said coming through the middle. They used to be scared. But yeah, all right. So that's all I had. Was I just want to know yours because I figure new school. I
mean, but mine are good still. I still think all of my options are really good. So that's a great question.
But Dan Marino was a great quarterback. Now,
I don't know Dan Marino.
I put him in my chops because of the thrower of the way that he threw the ball. There are players that are better than him, but we said the best we've ever seen.
But you gotta when you want to say. Sometimes you gotta be like, who's the fastest corner you ever seen, or fastest receiver, or who's the most elusive running back you've ever seen, or who's the most, who had the best arm, or who had the best accuracy. So it's just you gotta put all that into perspective too, because it's like different. I think it's different players in each archetype of what they can.
Because when we go same thing, when we go greatest quarterback.
You got to put everything combined.
Brady has to be for people to say, people will say, okay, Brady's the best ever. That's because of the championships. That's not because
he's top 5 though. Still for me.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Peyton top 5 too.
Yeah.
Drew. No. Top 10. 20.
For sure.
15.
Best coach?
Mike Ditka. I don't know. I'm going to say Bill Belichick if you're talking about Harris because I don't know coaches. I just said Mike Ditka because that's one of the few ones I know. What about Madden? John Madden? He wasn't a good coach.
He was a good coach.
Or was it?
No, he was a good coach. It's just the team he coached.
The Raiders?
Yeah, they stink. No, they were good. They were good back then. Yeah. All my answers are always we lean back to 49ers again. So
we got us for basketball. Well, basketball is
Bill Walsh for me.
Pretty different next time. We'll do it next time.
So yeah, we'll do basketball.
Next one. That's
and baseball. We'll throw baseball in.
Okay, we'll go new. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go new era because
exactly.
And I know enough baseball players too, so y'all be surprised at how many baseball players I actually know as well. Testing our knowledge out. So appreciate y'all tuning in. You got anything else? Right, do my closing remarks.
Is it always the same closing remark?
I mean, you can close it out. You started it out, so yeah, this is new.
All right, so thanks for tuning in. I got on my sexual chocolate shirt. That's why I was trying to hit it with the voice. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. Autobots. Autobots out.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Appreciate y'all tuning in. We will see y'all next week. Autobots.
Can we change that? Autobots?
No, because we're Autobots. Everybody's Autobots. And Autobotas.
John and Son.
Yeah.
Johnson.
Autobot out.
Autobots.